Hi guys, it's Nancy and I have another new release from Spellbinders. This is called the Welcome Fall die set. It is code S41136 if you're going to look it up on the Spellbinders website. I will put the link down below for you. I'm going to show you all the dies that come in the set, and I've already pre-cut everything, so we'll quickly put a card together. So you have these two wood pieces, which can be served, I think, as two purposes. So the first one is a sign. Okay, but I think if you look at this piece here, it almost could be a hay bale as well. So I'm going to try it both ways. And then this you could actually use as like a fence by cutting a couple of them. So you could keep that in mind. We have a little, I believe this goes on the front of the basket as like a tag. So the basket has two pieces. We have the wooden part of the basket, and then we have the frame of the basket. We have some apples, we have the apple leaves and stems, and also for the pumpkins, we have a branch. We have 3 different styles of leaves. We have some berries, and then we have 2 little pumpkins. Okay, so those are all the dies that come in the set, and again, it's called Welcome Fall, and I believe this was designed by Nicole Spohr. Very, very talented. If you are not following her, you should be. All right, so I've cut a couple things out. I have a piece of blank cardstock here, and I'm going to start with just doing a quick cloud sky. So I'm just going to grab my blending brush, and grab a little bit of blue ink here, and have a stencil. I believe this is a My Favorite Things cloud stencil. So I'm just going to tap a little bit. Ooh, that's really dark. We're going to tap a lot of that off. Okay. I don't want too dark of a sky. I don't want the sky to overtake my scene. Okay, that's pretty good for me. Can pick up that excess ink off the mat there and just go around the edges. Okay, so now we have a soft, pillowy, cloudy sky, right? Just gonna wipe that excess ink up real quick. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside for a second and let that just kind of settle in. And then some of these pieces, you certainly don't have to color, but I do want to color them just to give them a little bit more dimension. Now, I will say, when these cut, you can see that the dies are very detailed, and you can see that there are some embossing impressions in there. So that's kind of cool. That gives you a little bit of something to work with as you're coloring. The wood pieces, here I cut out a wood cardstock, so it's already ready to go to make our little sign here. So that one's done. This piece I cut is a gold frame, and then the center I had cut a brown one. So I'm going to keep these guys together like that, and then we just need to do a little bit of coloring and a little bit of assembly. So I want this piece to kind of look like a hay bale. So I cut it out of some beige cardstock, and I'm going to do my best to color it. Not great at coloring, as you guys know, but we're going to try here. This is YR24. We'll see if we can get it to look like a hay bale instead of as a sign. This is my base color. E35. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. I think that looks like hay. You guys tell me. What do you think? I mean, you could add more colors if you wanted to. Okay, and then for our pumpkins, we have orange pumpkins and cream colored pumpkins. And I just want to add a little bit more to those guys as well. Hopefully without turning them pink. That might be a little too dark. Let me see here. All right, I might mess up my pumpkin here. We'll see. That's not too bad. That's not too awful bad. Oh, that one was E33. This one is YR20. Yeah, I think that was more the color I'm looking for to give it a kind of a cream look. There we go. YR20. There we go. I'm going to go back in with the E33 and just give it a little bit of dimension on the top and the bottom. Okay. All right, so I'm pretty happy with those guys. And I'm going to add a little bit darker orange to my pumpkins. YR07. That may not be dark enough. Let's see here. Oh, that's pretty good. And I'm just trying to add a little bit of shadowing, that's all, so that it looks like these aren't so flat. That's all. So use what you have. If you have any kind of alcohol markers, or you have any kind of, any markers actually will work. These are the little leaves, just adding a little bit of color to this one. I'm not going to do all of them. Here's one of the apples. Going to add a little bit of shading to this one. Oh, that might be a little too dark. Well, we'll just say he's a Honeycrisp apple. Okay. So you get the gist of it. Just take a couple of them and just add a little bit of color with your marker. Doesn't have to be neat. It can be very organic looking. Just like that. Okay. I'm pretty happy with those. All right, so then we're just going to glue on the little pieces that need to be glued on. And there's not a whole bunch, just a few of these. And then all it is just gluing our scene together. So we have a little bit of greenery here. I may not have cut enough stems. We'll find out in a moment. And a fine tip glue bottle and tweezers, or this is a little Tonto stick. It's used for nail design or picking up jewelry. A little wax stick is all that it is. Okay, and then we have this little leaf here. And once you have everything pre-cut, I mean, that's the longest part, is just getting, and I pulled all this paper out of the my scrap paper basket. So, they're really small, and it's really easy to cut these out with scrap pieces that you already have laying around. Oh, you know what? I think that one does go the other way. And I like the art glitter glue because it dries very quickly. So I don't have to worry about, once I have it down, it's not going to slide around. It's going to stay for the most part. Okay. Guess there's no, oh, there it is. I see it. And I like to do the assembly with you guys, because sometimes when you get these kinds of dies and you're like, what is this? So, sometimes you can see what is intended by the artist, and sometimes you can get other ideas from other people using them, right? So, like that one that's the sign, I think makes a really cool hay bale. So we're going to use that as part of our background. Okay, and then I think we can do one more apple here. Definitely did not cut enough stems. I thought I cut other colors of apples too. Not that it matters. I can just go in with a green marker. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll go in with a... Oh, I see. They're different directions, Nance. Okay. I'm okay. I know I'm not the only one to talk to myself when I'm crafting. Granted, I'm filming and talking to you guys, but still. Okay, and then for this little guy, I'm just going to use a dark green marker. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay. So, I'm going to bring in, oh, I need to put my basket together. So the basket has a couple of pieces here. You have the frame, and then you have these two pieces which come on the frame, and then you have the wooden part. So you want to glue the frame to the wooden part. And then I don't particularly like how see-through that basket is. I mean, I guess if you put apples behind there, it's not going to matter. Yeah, I guess it's not going to matter. But I was thinking of reusing these pieces and putting them behind the basket. But I guess we can put some extra apples in the barrel there. Okay, so I'm going to bring this background piece back in. And I'm going to shade the bottom here a little bit. And I am, again, thinking hay. Hay! So, let me actually grab one of these little stippling brushes. Okay, I'm going to use some Distress Oxide Fossilized Amber. Okay, perfect. So that, to me, when I take the kids to the pumpkin farm, there's always, you know, like an area, and it's muddy, and then they take hay and they cover it over with the hay, right? So let's start with our hay bale. Never mind that this was previously used paper. Don't waste anything. So I'm actually going to kind of put that at a little bit of an angle. And then we're going to put some of our larger pumpkins in front of it. And we put one of these smaller pumpkins on top. Okay, and we have our sign, and you can see there's a little hole poked in the sign, but you can make it as, you know, however you want. You can put a little black coloring in there so that it looks like a nail holding it. I'll put that there, and then we'll put our basket over here. So we'll have our little farmer's market country stand here. Fall. Bring the kids, come get hay rides, come have apple cider, come pick apples, pick pumpkins. What's the other thing the kids did here? Oh, the one thing that they started around here is letting the kids play in the corn. like they make like a big, like, I don't know how to explain it, like like a jumping pit where the kids can jump in the corn. So well, that's good. Okay. And then that's going to go on the front. Okay, so I guess you're really not going to see too much of this bucket. I'm going to put a couple of these uncolored apples in there. It'll just make me feel better. All right. There. And then we're going to have our little apple sign right here, and I'll just write, like, you know, a price on there. And then I put those apples in there and you can't even see them. I made all that fuss for nothing. Come on, Nance. Okay. Well, now you know. You don't have to waste any apples like I did. All right, now speaking of apples, let's load this baby up with apples. And I believe, is that split? Oh, too late now. I already glued it down. I was going to put him up here, but I think I would like him down here. Oh yeah, that is split. Okay, this is where Nancy makes a mistake and fix it for you guys to see. I'm going to try to pry some of this off of here. All right, I'm going to squirt a little bit of glue down this top edge. But there is a little split here, so I need to tuck those apples into there. Okay, so I think I can manage that. Let's try this again. This is where Nancy needs to learn to be a little more patient with her crafting instead of trying to get done as quickly as possible. Who else has that problem? I'm sure that I am not the only one. All right, now that they're tucked in, they look a little better. They look like they're protruding out of the bucket. Clean up my mess. All right, and then I do want to put this guy back there. He just looks cute tucked in there. Like he fell out. Okay. And there's some cheap apples. All right, we're not done yet. My camera is like way off on the wrong side of the screen here. There we go. It's a little better. Okay. And then I'll stamp like Happy Fall Y'all or something like that in there. And then we have these branches, which are very dainty. And you want to check out the whole release. I'll be doing another video with the Scarecrow, which is called Scare a Crow. And it is super cute, you guys. So you're definitely going to want to go check that one out because it has a scarecrow, it has a raven, it has some corn stalks, which I should have incorporated in this, but didn't think about it till just now. So it's going to be even more fun to combine these two together. I'm going to have my tree just kind of hanging off there a little bit. And we have these little baby apples we can add. Well, let's do leaves first, and then we'll add the little apples. So we want to make sure that our tree is still green. Yeah, I know some of these leaves are maple leaves, and some are oak leaves, and some are yada yada. It's okay. It's my tree. I can make it any way I want. And you can make your tree any way you want. Ooh, close call. Okay, and there we go. That's my scene. Probably add this other pumpkin on here. Why not? We already have it cut out. Well, then it's an odd number and it's weird for me, so I'll just save that for the next one. All right, so there we go. We're just going to snip off the little extra branch here. I'll have to find a nice little fall stamp to put like Happy Fall Y'all or pumpkin picking or something like that on here. Super cute. Go check it out at Spellbinders. I will put the link down below for you. Wonderful, wonderful little stamp set here. All right. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think this is a cute little fall card? I want to know, what are your favorite fall time hobbies? What did you do with your kids or your grandkids? Or, you know, what do you enjoy about fall coming up? Everybody knows Nancy loves pumpkin spice lattes. Yes, I am that person. But there we go. I'll put the link down below if you guys are interested. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're not already. Bye, guys. Keep on stamping.